So in this video, we're going to look at output and how to choose your channels. This includes the various channels from website to social you might consider, whether you need to focus on mobile or desktop, and looking a little bit on multi-format content. So with an understanding of who you're creating content for, you need to know how best to reach them. It doesn't matter how amazing the video looks, it's pointless if nobody watches. It seems pretty obvious, but content should be designed and focused towards channels and platforms your customer prefers. Is it that they're on Instagram or Twitter? Are they more mobile, or do they use desktop more? It could be that there's events or physical points of contact. Video could be useful as a tool as well. You'll know the various channels, but it's interesting to see some of the statistics and demographics for them. So Instagram, for example, it's a younger audience, 63% of users are between 18 and 34, and video works very well. It gets twice the engagement than photos. Facebook, everyone knows, is huge, 2.5 billion users, and lots of different tools you can use. Twitter is less video focused. Most of the views are on mobile as well, so 93% of video views happen on mobile. Snapchat, that's geared very much towards a younger audience, 90% are between 13 and 24. Then we've got YouTube, which is one of the biggest channels online, and millennials prefer YouTube much more over TV. Then finally there's LinkedIn, which is the #1 place for B2B marketers, and 40% of LinkedIn users log on to the service every day. So where you focus your content will affect both the style and the format of the video. Format can have a major impact on the performance. Square video is up to 82% more effective on social feeds than widescreen video, and tailoring the video to the platform is important. You'll likely be pushing content across a range of different channels, and as a general rule, content should be designed to fit on the screen it's being watched on. So for mobile or social, it'll be more of a square format, and they'll be shorter, snappier, potentially with subtitles. For desktop, a more widescreen format, which can be a little bit longer form as well in terms of length. Also note, people on mobile often have the sound muting, so subtitles and text are important to consider depending on where you're going to put the video. It's worthwhile when planning the specific videos to consider re-edits for different platforms. The majority of a cost in a production is in the planning, the shoots, and creating that first edit. After this, it's actually quite low cost to make additional social cuts and social edits for different channels. From one main 16:9 widescreen video, you can make a number of short square social cuts and some stories for Instagram and Facebook. We'll look specifically at output and how to best define this later on in the guide. So to wrap up this video on the different channels that you could use for your video. Firstly, where does your audience go and what channels do they prefer? And do you have any channels that are more of a priority? Number 2, ensure the videos that are optimized and formatted correctly for the right channel. And number 3, create multi-format content, so content that works across multiple channels or with small tweaks to it. So this concludes the starting part of our guide, understanding what, where and why you will create in terms of your video. So thanks for watching. If you want to get hold of the guide, you can visit our website, link is on screen, and download this. It's probably a good exercise to kind of run through and to be able to recap on any of the information that we've been talking about. In the next section, we're going to start to consider specific content ideas that you could create and how to generate these, and then how they fit into a wider structure in part of your strategy.